Good evening. My name is Bernice Kamikaze and I'm in Group 9. Me and my group members are going to talk about the pre-class that we were given. We are going to talk about normal data distribution and skewed data distribution. So my colleagues are going to talk about it in brief, but I would like to give you simple definitions, a brief summary of what we are going to talk about, giving you a hint. So normal data distribution is where the data is evenly distributed. Like you'll be given some data and you'll see that on the graph it's going to be giving a symmetrical bell curve. The data is always centered around the mean or the average. You'll see also that the median, the mean, and the mode are always equal in normal data distribution. So in skewed data distribution, it's 100%. Okay, not 100%. That would be exaggerating, but it's uneven. It's not evenly distributed, and you will see that when you're drawing one side of the graph, it's going to be longer or heavier than the other side. So again, you'll see that the median, the mode, and the mean of this data is not equal at all. They will be different. So my colleagues are going to talk about it in brief. Talk about give you examples so that you can understand about this normal data distribution and skewed data distribution. Thank you very much.
I'm going to talk about the question which asks that when do you say data is normal distributed? We can say data is normal distributed when data it follows bell-shaped curve and it is symmetrical around the mean. Also, there are two factors that indicate the data is normal distribution. The first one is symmetry around the mean, which it is where the mode, the mean, and are equal and it is located at is the empirical rule. Also about the importance, data distribution, it helps us to make the prediction and to make the better decision. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me continue with question 2, which asks that what does it mean if data distribution is skewed? Skewed data distribution means that the data is not symmetric, it stretches more to one side. Causes of skewed distribution is outliers, limited range, and data correction. Those are explained in different categories as they have different characters and how they are used in mathematical errors. Okay, let us continue with types of skewness. The first type is positive skew, which can also call it right skewed. This means that total is lower on the right mean or mean is greater than the median. Other type is negative skew or left skewed. This means that tail is longer on the left, which means mean is less than median. So on positive, mean is greater than median, and on negative, mean is less than median. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Lucy, I'm going to talk about question number 3, which is best measure of central tendency. A is when data is normally distributed, which is best measure mean, and why? Because it is considered all data values and the data is symmetrical, so the mean accurately reflects the center. The second one is when data is skewed. This is best measure median. Why? Because the median is not affected by extreme values or outline, and the bearer represents the central data. Thank you.
Thank you. The fourth question is about what is the best measures to explain the availability of the data. This means that when data is more distributed, the best measure to availability is the standard deviation. This is because the data is spread out even around the mean. Standard deviation tells us about how the numbers are from the average if the standard deviation is spread out. Since the data is balanced, the standard deviation gives the true pictures of how value vary. Let us continue on the second one.
Not only when data is normally distributed or standard deviation or the visibility is the standard deviation, but this is because because school data has extreme values that can make standard deviation too big and misleading. So, for the deep explanation, the interpolative range focuses only on the middle of 50% of the data. For instance, between the 25th and 75th percentile. And it ignores the very high or very low value, so it gives a better idea of how most of the data is spread when the distribution is not balanced.
Okay, thank you so much. Question number 5 say standard normal distribution. Okay, or Z distribution. Okay, standard normal distribution is a special type of normal distribution with mean of 0 and standard deviation of 1. So, we can use it to find probability of data values occurring. For example, if rate of students in a class is normal distributed with mean of 1/600 centimeter and standard deviation of 10 centimeter, and we want to find the probability that student is taller than 170 centimeter. Okay, first let's calculate standard normal distribution. So, okay, we take 170 minus 160 over 10. Okay, we get 1. That is our normal distribution. By using that formula, you can get normal distribution. Thank you so much. We love you so much. See you.